Mi is a Vietnamese dish, with the outside crust being a loaf of toasted bread with crispy skin, soft intestine, and the inside is the filling. Depending on regional culture or personal preferences, people can choose many different bread fillings. However, traditional cake fillings often contain pork sausage, meat, fish, vegetarian food or fruit jam, along with some other ingredients such as pate, butter, vegetables, chili and pickles. Bread is considered a popular fast food and is often consumed for breakfast or any snack of the day. Because of its reasonable price, bread has become a favorite dish of many people.
She sets up sometime in the afternoon at 4 or 5 p.m. or so, right outside of 37 Nguyen Tri Street, and there is a continual stream of traffic. But we got here right at 4:30, and luckily she's open. But I think she's a little bit in the alley now. But I think like as time goes on, she'll like move more towards the main street. She is an amazing sandwich master, but she fills little pork patties into the baguette. She cuts the baguette with a scissors and then fills the little pork patties, grilled pork patties in here. Oh, look at all that sauce. And so there's pork patties, cucumbers, some brown sauce, and then some Vietnamese pickles, and then finally cucumbers and cilantro. Oh, that looks beautiful. Because it's a street food stall, most people I think take away, but I think it might be impossible to make it home with this. So I am just standing in the alley now, and I have unwrapped my beauty. It just looks and smells amazing. Okay, let me kind of squish it down a bit, and then I'm gonna take my first bite. Okay, let me get one more bite. That first bite was mostly bread on the outside, so to really taste the meat, I gotta take another bite. Hold on real fast. Okay, that bite I took was a little too big, I think, but I think I did manage to get an entire little meat patty in one bite, and wow, is that tasty. It tastes like a teriyaki hamburger with pork, and then with those crispy Vietnamese vegetables, a little bit of chili, and like yeah, that's like a sweet, it almost tastes like teriyaki, but maybe a little sweeter, and maybe there's some hoisin in that sauce. That is very good indeed. That is delicious. Those little pork patties really taste like, to me they almost taste like teriyaki meatballs or teriyaki hamburgers, but really good with those crisp, fresh, slightly pickled Vietnamese vegetables, and then I just love the herb addition, the cilantro, the fresh sprigs of cilantro, and then she added some nice chili in there, so it had a little bit of heat, which was always a bonus, and that's definitely a delicious banh mi here in Saigon.
This cake originating from France has become popular and loved by many people, and also appears in many newspapers. Vietnamese bread only really took shape when Mr. Hoa and Mrs. Tin's Hoa Ma store appeared in 1958. Because Mrs. Tin used to work for a cold meat company specializing in supplying products to restaurants. France was in Hanoi, so when they came to Saigon, the two opened a shop selling bread and cold meat to serve the locals. Then they came up with a way to sandwich meat, pork sausage, and pate in the middle of the loaf so that buyers could easily carry it with them.
Say hello, how are you?
I'm fine, you.
All the Vietnamese people are so friendly, so nice. Vietnam is one of those countries you have to come and visit. And I'm definitely glad that we came here at the time that we did. It is 6 p.m. right now, and you can definitely tell that the rain is well on its way. So I just found this stand that has a sign that says Banh Mi eats. Now, it smells incredible. It looks like there's some sort of sandwiches, and I just got done asking it, hello, how are you? Oh,
What's your name?
my name's Chris. What's yours?
Yeah, my name How.
How? Oh man, they're so nice here at this market. Wow. Okay, that sandwich is super incredible. It does have a nice little spice to it, but the perfect amount. And it's also incredibly fresh. With all of the vegetables that they put on inside, it goes great with the meat combination and the cheese. And as I mentioned, the bread is incredibly fresh. It is incredibly soft. I definitely approve of the Banh Mi eats. Who needs Subway when you have a Banh Mi lady in an alley near you? Seriously.
Some researchers believe that banh mi was present in Vietnam 150 years ago. Decades later, Vietnamese bread spread throughout the central and southern regions, especially in Saigon. Saigon people then converted the baguette into a smaller and shorter loaf of bread, only about 30 to 40 centimeters long, and the inside of the bread was hollower to accommodate more fillings, similar to a sandwich. Depending on the ingredients, bread has different names. In addition, banh mi is also served with a variety of dishes, such as braised beef, sardines, or shumai. After 1975, following the migration and sea crossing of Vietnamese people, Vietnamese bread became popular in many countries and territories around the world.
Our first location, or her first location, this banh mi shop. The banh mi is one of Vietnam's most famous food exports. Personal-sized baguette bread stuffed with goodies. But here, they're putting a dark twist on this age-old classic.
Mình làm cái tiệm này được 8 năm rồi.
Mr. Hugh is the third generation in his family running this small-scale banh mi factory.
Wow, that's crazy, yeah.
What brought us here is his latest creation, his new activated charcoal sandwich.
Okay, so he said it's gonna have this smell of black charcoal and also it have a slight sweetness. I'm very excited to try. When I eat this, I'm gonna get any health benefit. He's gonna Google the health benefits for us.
Cái đó chắc đâu có lên nữa.
Before it hit the food scene, activated charcoal was already being used medically to treat certain overdoses.
It's actually not very different from making the usual banh mi.
When combined with food, some folks insist that it can detox your body. improving your skin, and even whitening your teeth.
Right now, they are doing a very violent massage, and he just slapped really hard the doughs, you know, like you hate it. And they would roll it, and the cool thing is they do it for so long that they all equal. This is amazing, because I cannot do that.
With some sesame seeds on top, the dough is left to get some rest for an hour before it's ready to get baked, man. This resting process is called proofing, and you can also get baked before trying this bread.
It's really black, but the side is normal. Oh my god, look at this. Inside out. Smell from the chocolate and also the sesame seed. Anh thấy sao?
Anh thấy ngon. Anh thấy ngon á.
I agree. The bread is not so dense. It has this airy texture. But when you eat it, yes, I can take the sweetness. Really, really nice.
The black banh mi is stuffed with Vietnamese siu mai, some dreaded cucumber, and delicious pickles, herbs, char siu pork, and finally, their homemade red sauce to tie it all together.
Today, I'm very excited because it's my first black chocolate banh mi.
Aside from being a best ever guest host on this channel, Trinh also specializes in being the slowest food chewer on the planet. Very cool.
Wow. The flavor of the pork, it's just so delicious and so tender. The sour from the pickle and also all of the herbs that actually make it very, very easy to eat. So compared to the normal banh mi, I cannot really taste much of a difference. But again, maybe a little bit of sweetness still. The owner said earlier that once you have this, he just like, you know, ditched the normal banh mi completely. So yeah, once you go black, you can never go back. I agree.